What's going on with y'all? It's your boy Perplex84, Cerebral Cortex Reviews. How y'all feeling? Man, listen. This video is gonna be me chatting, man. Just kicking it with y'all. I wanna know what y'all think about who's gonna win the console wars this upcoming generation. We know Nintendo is gonna drop a new console, something more up to par that can battle with these heavyweights. Well, Nintendo is probably the top heavyweight. I mean, like I keep saying this every video almost. The gaming industry is gonna only go how far Nintendo takes them. If Nintendo decides to bow out, man, the gaming industry is gonna suffer tremendously. But you know, what is your take on who's gonna win, y'all? Who's gonna pull it out? Who's gonna pull the rabbit out the hat and grab our hearts? You have Nintendo with the new Switch Pro coming out, or a new console all entirely. You have Microsoft with the Series X. You have Sony with the PlayStation 5. Sony, let's start off with Sony. They're going to give you a reputation of having great first parties. They're going to give you a reputation of having good power. They're going to have a great reputation of giving you all-around balance of a multitude of games from first and third party, and a massive Japanese support. It's a Japanese console. Nintendo, same thing. They're going to give you the top of the line first parties. They're going to give you the top reputation. I mean, because I'm just going by how long these guys been out and their habits of what they do. Nintendo is just bar none when it comes to first parties and Japanese support as well, as Sony. But I don't think they're going to have the amount of games and Japanese support that Sony's going to have, if you guys get what I'm saying. Microsoft is going to give you this generation coming up all-around balance. They're going to give you a combination of games. They're going to give you probably the strongest system. More than they gave us the specs. It's going to have the strongest system. And I think they're going to give you great customer service, the best customer service out of all three. My take on who's going to win it. I know you guys probably want me to get to the point. Who's going to win it, Perplex? I got to say Microsoft. I know a lot of people going to kill the video. I know a lot of people going to be like, man, get lost. I can't get lost. Hear me out. Microsoft, a lot of people made complaints that they didn't have a lot of games this past season as far as the Xbox One series. You know what I mean? So they didn't. But over the past year and a half to 2 years, this Game Pass has really taken off. I mean, I haven't paid for indie. I haven't paid for a first party in a long while, unless it's on my Nintendo Switch console. A lot of those third-party games and a lot of those indies, which is third-party as well, are on Xbox Game Pass for free. I haven't had to pay for Streets of Rage. I haven't paid for Battletoads. I haven't paid for Katana Zero. I haven't paid for Dead Cells. I haven't paid for, you got Kingdom Hearts on there. They're getting Japanese support again, similar to when they had the original Xbox back in '01 and in the 360. They had a massive Japanese support with their consoles then. And it's something like they're going back to that. Because like I said, let's go back. They're having Final Fantasy. I see Final Fantasy 15 on there. In fact, they got all the Final Fantasies up there on that Xbox Game Pass, except for the 7 remake. That's still a Sony exclusive for now. We know that's coming to PC, possibly on the Xbox as well. The Series X or the Xbox One X. However, it's coming. It's not going to be, because Square Enix want to maximize the profits, and they can't maximize if they just keep it on the PS4. But yeah, if you look at the Game Pass, you will see that they have a massive Japanese support. And then, Microsoft also have the PC line. You got the Xbox store on your PC where you can download your Game Pass games, on your PC. And you can play them on your PC. If you upstairs in the room or you downstairs in the basement and you want to play those games to pick up where you left off. On your Xbox One, you can do the same thing. I'm quite sure it's going to be the same with the Series X. I mean, the Game Pass is only $10 a month if you want to do the ultimate where you can, have it in between the PC and the Xbox One consoles and the Series X, it would be $4 more or $5 more with the Ultimate. So Microsoft is giving us an all-around value as far as, multitude of games, diverse amount of games, great customer service. They buying studios up the butt. They just combine they're just taking the talent over to GameStop, and combining with them, where we're going to be able to possibly more likely in the future get their PCs and stuff, get super PCs made by Windows, Windows operating system. I think Microsoft is going to win. And I think second in line, who's going to be right there with them, I think it's going to be Nintendo, because the Switch is selling like something I've never seen before. For them to only be out for 2.5, 3 years now. Yes, it's been over 3 years. They they sold something. They got 70 million consoles sold. That is just crazy. And if you look at the games, they have a diverse amount of games. They can work on their price a little bit, but Nintendo really brought it. I put probably 500-600 hours in my Switch already with the combination of the Super Mario 3D Collection, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, all those indies I've played, Odyssey, Mario Rabbids. I put probably 500-600 hours into my Switch, and I'm putting a ton of hours in my Microsoft PC. I also put a ton of hours in my PS4. However, I haven't beaten a lot of games on my PS4. The reason why I put a lot of hours in my PS4 is because a lot of the games are long. Like Persona 5, that was extremely long. That was like 160, 70 hours. I put in that, and then I put probably 40 hours into Kingdom Hearts. So I put a obscene amount of hours in my PS4 as well. But as far as a multitude of games completed, I got to give it to my Microsoft platforms and my Nintendo, so my Switch, so nevertheless, man, I think Microsoft is going to win it this round, man, this season. And I think Nintendo's going to come in, and I think Sony is going to be, right up there too, but I don't think they're going to sell or be as successful as those other two, because the customer service, it leaves much to be desired. Prime example, $70 for games. The PS Now service isn't on par. They're giving us a lot of old games that a lot of people really don't care much about. Backwards compatibility, that's another thing. Nintendo's starting to pick up their backwards compatibility as far as their online service. Microsoft, they saying you can put in whatever, or on Game Pass, we're going to put every freaking Xbox game ever made on that, except for a few. Sony's saying backwards compatible up to the PS4, and that's it. Well, back to the PS4. When you can't play PS2 games in your PS5, and none of, I mean, that's a spit in the face. This is the most powerful console they ever had, and they're not giving us the fruit. And they have the power in that console. Listen, when people are paying $500, $400 for a console, they want something that's complete. They want something, and I don't think Sony is doing it to their full potential. Also, man, the return policy. Things are becoming more and more digital. You download a game, you don't like it, man, you only play for 5 minutes, you're still stuck with it. That's what happened to me a couple of times. Don't like the game, go on, Steam or something like that, or Microsoft Store, or even, buying games straight from Xbox, the Xbox Marketplace. You don't like the game, you got 2 hours, return it. Or, you got 14 days to return it. If you playing it, you got 2 hours of gameplay. You don't like it, return it. They give you your full money back. They even doing that on Android. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Just simple things just to say, here, we don't want to screw you. We got plenty of games anyway. We know you're going to buy something else. But here's an incentive to buy some more of our games. We'll return it if you don't like it, if you download it digitally. But here's my take. What do you guys' take, man? You think Sony's going to take it because they got the great first parties? You think Microsoft is going to do good work because they're buying those studios and they're making good partnerships and the customer service? You think Nintendo is going to kill it, man, with the Switch reputation and having that multifaceted gameplay style as far as taking it on the go and being able to connect to the TV? Tell me what you guys just take, man. We in a good era right now as far as game. It's your boy Perplex. I want to give this video out, man, because I ain't talked about what was my take. But now you know. Super Core Tech Reviews. I'm out.